trade remains the biggest headline out there, with India being slapped with 25% tariffs and still uncertainty continuing on what are the additional penalties, if any, that we will have to face. Parikshit is joining in. He's picking up some source-based latest inputs on this and where these negotiations stand and if there's any hope at all of any sort of a breakthrough. Parikshit.
Well, government sources telling us that they are going to be watching the situation very patiently. The effort would be to negotiate, manage and resolve the outstanding issues that have been raised by Donald Trump. Yes, there is tension in the relationship, but the effort would be to somehow resolve this considering the larger long-term strategic implication of the India-US partnership. Government sources also telling us that national interest will be supreme in all trade negotiations, including those with the United States. Under no circumstances can we compromise on agriculture and dairy. These are red lines in negotiations, and we cannot compromise on interests of farmers, which are a large section of the Indian population, especially those farmers which depend on subsistence farming. Also, because bloodstock in the US is fed with a protein supplement called blood meal, therefore, India will also have to keep religious sentiments in mind and also interests of dairy farmers. So these are very politically sensitive issues for the country. There are interests of a large section of the population involved, and we are going to try and convey this to the US. Now, when it comes to the energy partnership, India is saying that we have a strong energy partnership with the United States, and we will continue to buy more oil and gas from the US in the coming years. And this is a relationship that will only grow under the US Compact initiative. But at the same time, we have to take calls on energy imports based on market conditions and geopolitical developments, and we will always have a diversified crude basket.
Parikshit, thank you very much for that. So the government, remaining firm, at least in terms of the red lines, so-called red lines, that it is not willing to cross. And we'll see how this one goes. But important sort of information in terms of the government stand, all source-based information at this point in time. There's this indecent news which came through, right?